Well, looking to the strategy we had, and we introduced it this morning to the open as well, is that we will further develop our strategy in, let's say, two delivery pillars. That is, one is the usual standard product and services, related services part. The second is basically prepackaged solutions for riskless implementation for our customers, what we call infrastructure solutions. The third is done on managed service arena, where we do managed services for infrastructures. It's basically that we operate customers' environments in their premises. And the new one, what we basically announced to the open today, is an infrastructure as a service. So that is a standardized service, shared service for customers in an area what we didn't do before. So we basically went through this evolution because of our customers asking us for that the market is changing to this direction, and more customers are asking for standardized services on a by use or pay when you need it basis out of standard services. And we allow our customers to buy that what their needs are. So if they just need products from us with the related break-fix services, they can continue to buy with us the services and the products. In the next level, what we basically do, and then we have done that for years now with a product like flex frames, where we have optimized for a certain application, in that case for SAP applications. We have optimized an environment, pre-tested that, and installed that in a very fast and rapid way in our customer base, so that they do not have to handle all the test of the environment, how the different hardware, software, and application parts work together, and also do it by optimizing with virtualization technology on the application basis. This infrastructure, we can save a lot of money for their installation, and that is definitely in an area of 30–40% compared to traditional ones. The next step, the managed infrastructures in an office and in a data center environment, is basically if a customer wants to concentrate on his own business areas, that he doesn't have to care about running his IT infrastructure. He's still controlling the infrastructure, he's still owning the infrastructure. What we're taking away from the customer, everything what is that he has not to deal with his own people on, let's say, businesses what are not part of his main business. So we basically deliver to him the services to operate his environment, and that in the most of the cases is a kind of a service level agreement where we guarantee certain cost and certain cost improvements over time, and we run his environment. Then the last step going for infrastructure as a service is basically a standard shared for the public usable service as a standardized, you get a service for a certain price, and it's shared by many customers in the industry. It's not just for a defined customer as it is with managed service. On the product side, we offer a range from, let's say, from consumer products to our mainframes, where we have certain areas where we basically concentrate on. That is, of course, on the client side, the mobile products. That is what the market drives. On the service side, we concentrate on Intel-based service. That is where we see our future, where we differentiate from the market. There we introduced last year a system what we call Blade Frame, which is a completely optimized system for a customer environment where he can use different kind of applications, and it's provisioned automatically to the needs of the system. In the area of solutions, that is, as mentioned, FlexFrame for SAP and Oracle, where we have optimized solution for certain applications, but also a virtualized backup system, what we call Centric Store, that is virtualizing all backup situation in a customer for different kind of systems, mainframes to open system to Intel service, all in one system. And on, let's say, the managed side, it's either a managed data center, what we do with some large accounts like Daimler, for the total Daimler company. We do that in Germany, in the UK, in South Africa, wherever the locations are. We operating their data centers for, let's say, on a client side. We do that for companies like Royal Bank of Scotland, when a bank where we do the lifecycle management for the clients. We even do their order management for clients, their replacement structure, everything that we operate their environments. To manage storage, what we do with, for example, SAP, where we do the total backup and storage subsystem management for the SAP data centers in the world. And in the area of infrastructure as a service, that is something what we start now. We take our experience out of these managed infrastructures we did for large accounts and want to drive that now to standards. We basically want to focus on mid-sized companies what are not able to spend the money, the resources to do that by themselves, to take that burden and load away from their companies, that they can concentrate on their business, but in a kind of a standard way. It's not a by customer, customized way. It's more a standard way of buying certain services from us. We see a lot of future direction synergies between the data center, virtual clients, for example, where the client is not really just a business for clients and lifecycle management for clients, where a lot of the client implementation and application moves to the server and storage side, so that it's hard to say in the future what is a data center, what is a mobility, what is a client. It's more a dynamic infrastructure for the total environment of a customer. And therefore we go for these dynamic infrastructures as our theme for the future. This one part of that is the continuation of the DDC concept, the dynamic data center concept we already did for years now. Well, I think that really depends on the level where the customer is and what he wants to do. If he wants to keep his, let's say, own assets, the best way how we can help him is that we provide him solutions where the overall cost of the solution decreases his cost from that what he is used to, so that the life cycle costs will be reduced. And the basic example for that are the flex frames, and this is a dynamic system what is reducing the cost dramatically to that what you can do with traditional architectures, or a blade frame installation where it even goes further, that it is not application specific, it's more used in a general way for different kind of applications. But you also have this dynamic environment where the system by itself manages dynamic environment between the different applications. That is, let's say, the one side where we provide a solution to a customer to reduce his cost. The second, on the service side or the managed services side, is by doing that for different customers, for many with standardized mechanisms, and let's say back-end service desk situation, we can reduce the cost for our offerings too. So from that point, with defining service level agreements with these customers, we can reduce by our own internal part, where we combine several customers to a standard service, what is part of this customized service, the total cost of the whole offering to a customer. So that there is some customized way in that, where we do that on a customer premise, but on the other hand, we are using a lot of our back-end functions to that, to standardize certain functions and do these standardized functions cheaper because if they are used for many customers at the same time. In the degree of that, how we can help him his cost reduction, it really depends what he wants. Does he want control, or how much of the control he wants to give away, how much he can use in standards, how much is customer specific? And we are flexible, and that is one part of this dynamic as well, that we can offer products and rest is with the customer. He can optimize it for itself. We can offer solutions, what in itself have a cost reduction for our customer, but it's his asset, it's his operation. We take the operation, or we take it all away from him, and he is just paying for a service on demand, where he has to pay when in that case, of course, let's say minimum for medium and smaller customers, it's, let's say, a way how they can reduce their own bound assets. What is a problem these days to finance the assets? Yeah.